Hi, this is Brian Atkins, and I'd like to share a few words with you about organizational learning during these pretty challenging times. Many of the organizations that we work with over time have said that they're simply too busy to take time to reflect and learn as they go about their regular business. And I'm reminded of some research that was done on memory in the late 19th century that resulted in the discovery of what was called the forgetting curve. It essentially suggested that new information, if it isn't applied, we'll forget about it, or we'll forget about at least 75% of it in just about 6 days. Now, on the bright side, research has also shown that people often learn best when they have to learn. And certainly right now is a time where each and every one of us has to learn and has to learn pretty quickly. So I think one of the ways to help facilitate learning in your organization is asking good questions. Some examples of some questions that we're seeing people ask of their teams and of their employees today are, what are we learning about our customers and how effectively we're meeting their needs during this time? Questions about how we as a company are supporting people's ability to get their work done. What have we done well? Where are we falling short? What's continued to get done without us really missing a beat? And so what does that tell us about how we work as an organization? What are some things that have potentially fallen between the cracks? And what has that taught us? And are there some new habits, routines, practices that we need to adopt? It's certainly been heartening for us to hear from some of the high-performing organizations that we have the pleasure and honor to work with, who, like the rest of us, are challenged. They're trying to figure it out in real time. But we hear stories about how they're making their meetings more effective, or how they're using technology in new and creative ways, perhaps getting more focused on the actual work that gets done, the deliverables, the priorities that they have set for themselves. I think when I consider what makes a high-performing organization, particularly when it comes to adaptability, agility, innovation, learning, there's three things that stand out for me. One is curiosity. They just really have a hunger to learn. They recognize the ambiguity that we face, but they don't shy away from it. They know that they, as much as anyone else, can help sort it out. And so they approach it from a very proactive mindset. The second thing is sharing. In the most adaptive organizations, information learning is something that must be shared. It's not used as a source of power or to get a leg up on your colleagues. One client some years ago talked about learning, talked about mistakes, and said hiding information, hiding mistakes here is much more detrimental to you personally than sharing those. And I think the third thing is creating a safe space for that learning to occur. So today, a lot of people will talk about it in the context of psychological safety. But without that safe environment, curiosity gets stifled. Sharing becomes equated with exposure or opening yourself up to some negative consequences. So my advice to organizations today is things are coming at us fast. They're coming at us quickly. We want to capture those learnings, and we need to make sure that we stay curious, that we share what we're learning, and that we create that psychologically safe environment where that learning can occur. If you do that, I think that'll serve you well, not just in this time, but for the years to come. Appreciate your time.